Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, on the side of SCCC2, we have got 3 DDs, Vampire, Ragnar, Daring, 4 cruisers, Salem, Moskva, Des Moines, a lot of radar, and then a Montana and an Ohio. On the other side, we have for the side of QQ7, we have 3 DDs, double Ragnar, Daring, and then 4 cruisers, Minnow, Goliath, Stalingrad, Moskva, and then a Montana and a Yamato. Interesting change here. Moose on the Loose is in the Goliath. Doommaster has moved himself into a Yamato. Wolfman still playing that Montana from last time with the long range shots. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's see how this is going. So, Guys actually is moving himself in towards B. Polarberg taking that Minnow again in towards B. Bold position. If Minnow can make it work, though, it'll pay huge dividends. Ragnar's and Moskva heading towards A. Stalingrad looking to take up position probably on the island to G5. Yamato heading towards A as well. And then the Goliath and Montana setting up to HE spam C. For the side of SCCC2, they have fond memories of this map from yesterday's game, I'm sure. Albino Sugar, Blue Morpho, Tass, and Sacred are all heading down to A. And interestingly enough, Tass is now in Des Moines, so they've made some changes as well. Adisa Punk. Yeah. Sacred's now in the battleship. On the other side, they got a Daring that's looking towards C. Looks like they're just abandoning B. And then double Salem, Moskva, and Ohio to C as well. So we'll have to see where we go here. Now, early advantage is going to go to the side of QQ7, assuming they push that Daring in to B, because he's going to cap B uncontested. Interesting fight to watch early game is also these double Ragnar setup versus the Vampire Ragnar Des Moines, because the Moskva is way further out than the Des Moines is. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. C side, we're going to see a lot of strength here from SCCC2 if this Minnow of Polarberg doesn't manage to be an issue, which requires a lot, I know. Shots out towards the Moskva of Adisa Punk, takes a little bit of chip damage, and there we go. Now Ragnar's are into A, Daring's into B, so QQ7 taking 2 caps. Minnow pushing over to try to help C. He's leaving a conga line of torps in case anything peeks out. We'll see how they go. Oh, not a conga line, just a straight line. That's a beautiful line of torps. Polarberg turning out now. Looks like Leopard will get into C safely and be able to take it. And they're going to shove the Salems hard around the edge there, so we'll have to watch that. Hoodlum Walrus is going to cut down and out, and we're going to start to see fights here. So now, Vampire is smoking the Des Moines up to the A cap. Issue here. There's a Yamato on the other side, and there's 2 Ragnars. Now, both of those Ragnars have just been spotted, so Albino Sugar is going to open up, as is the Vampire 2, and they're going to try to get as much off of Hoodlum as they can. Sacred takes a chunk as well from somewhere, I missed that, but Hoodlum is getting way worse end of this trade. 17k and dropping, so 13,000 versus a small damage chunk of 3,000 done. 2 caps though, even though only one's ticking, so 336 health and points are building. Wolfman with the shots coming out from downtown. Let's just follow these in, ladies and gentlemen. Follow them into the Des Moines. Des Moines is safe. Ragnar of Somalia is best trying to stay in the cap, and Hoodlum Walrus has healed up. Problem is, he's still got less health than Albino Sugar, and Albino Sugar hasn't used a heal. And now he's down to 19k and dropping. Albino Sugar at 23k, but this trade is all SCCC right now. Oh, little bit coming back on. Problem is, now the Vampire comes out. Vampire's coming out to make it even. Hoodlum down to 11k, 10k. Is he going to break under? Yep, he's down into 4 digits. Albino Sugar backs out. He's still got 19k. Hoodlum down to 8,700, still taking damage and still taking shots. Oh, he's dodging by the skin of his teeth right now, ladies and gentlemen. He gets out with 8,700. So now we're starting to see the push come out from the side of SCCC2 at C. Montana and Goliath are kiting away. They're shooting and chunking the Goliath of Moose, though he's going to heal. But they've got 5 ships, and they're going to start to push them through C, as you're starting to also see a push over from QQ7 towards AB. Montana's at 66,000. He's at 2/3 health, and he hasn't gone yet. Hope and Smalley's best has been spotted now, and Blue Morpho just doing work. And look at how aggressive that Des Moines position is. Not in a position where the Yamato can shoot him, but in a position where he can challenge the Moskva of Mega Zhao, shoot him at a quicker rate than the Moskva can, and try to balance it out. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. Points lead is over 100, but C has just been claimed, so it's going to sit at 110 points. 40,000 health advantage to the side of QQ7 right now, though, and a lot of that is that BB damage, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of that is that BB damage. Okay, Moskva of Mega Zhao at 56k, so, but the Des Moines of SCCC2 is down to 33k. Oh, and Albino Sugar's been spotted. He's at 12k. Now it's his turn to get himself smashed. We'll see what happens. He's backing off. He's trying to heal and stay alive. Good shots out here, looking from the Montana onto Yamato. No damage, though, and now the Montana, uh-oh. Montana's charging. Is he going to get past them? Because he's at 56k, and he's just getting spammed by Daring. SCCC2, they're starting to move ships off and rotate. The Salem, the Ohio, and the Daring are all rotating, and they're sending a Salem of Hood, Best Ship Fu down the flank. I like this because it makes sure that there's nothing lurking there, and you have the Moskva, so you can defend it as you push ships. But the problem is you've got 3 ships at A that are getting rapidly collapsed on. You need to get out of here if you want a chance to pull this out. One Ragnar for QQ7 at 13k, the other one at 24k. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Daring coming in. So Daring's going to come in. Ragnar just radared. Ragnar's detected the Daring. Albino Sugar has less health, and he's firing HE. We'll see how this goes. Daring's down to 20k, though, so it is being balanced out. 18k and changing. There's the heal coming out. Shots are still out. Still sitting at 18k. He's going to smoke up. He's going to be forced back. Albino Sugar needs to get away and get dark fast. QQ7, meanwhile, so their minnows backing up. Problem is now this push execution is happening. So the Montana and Goliath haven't moved over, so SCCC has gotten the advantage of the move. And the Salem over here on the corner of Hood Best Ship Fu is going to have fights he can take carefully if he plays it smart. B is going to be a contesting ground. Daring's about to pop into that. That's going to be a nasty surprise because I don't think they know Polarberg's right there. And if Polarberg gets him, he's not going to be happy. Sacred, shots out, though, from the Montana. Is he going to take them? Looks like the shots are going to miss. Okay, so now, ships regressing into A. Yamato's at 63k, so he's taking some damage. Des Moines still sitting at 36,000, trying to defend against 5 ships all clustered in front of him. Vampire of Blue Morpho still in a good spot with his health to help. And the other advantage is that 2 of those DDs are Ragnars, which don't have torps. Now, that being said, Yamato's about to come around that corner, and that's going to be a rude surprise for the Des Moines, though he knows he's there because of the fact that the Montana of Sacred is shooting at him. Vampire smoking up. He wants to start farming the Yamato and clean him up. Oh, shots out on the Vampire. Let's see what he takes. And big hit. That's a massive amount there. 8k off of him from the Yamato and the Moscow combination. And now the Daring's coming around on the backside of the Des Moines, and the Des Moines is not in a position to be prepped for this. Guy's actually is going to have one. Oh, there they go. They know that the Daring's there now, so they've seen the Daring, so the Daring's going to stop, drop torps, not get to the Des Moines like he wanted. Ragnar's sitting right there at the edge, but Guy actually is at 18k. Shots out from the Montana. Good shots in, 15k healing, but a lot of HE. Also, over here at B, the Ragnar of Hoodlum Walrus has to watch out for the Daring of a Leopard. Leopard is going to dodge those torps by the skin of his teeth, and now the minnow of Polarberg's pushing forward. Salem took some damage, but he's gotten himself into a safe spot for the moment where he's going to chunk the Goliath. Oh, and the Ragnar of Albino Sugar goes down to Somalia's best. First kill on the board. And now we're going to take a look back here and see what happens to Blue Morpho. Des Moines of Tass is also getting smacked. And he's just going to, yep, there we go. 14k from the Yamato on the first shot. He's trying to get the Daring out before he dies. His best hope here is get the Daring dead so that they can at least make it a trade. Problem is he's not, so now he's going to go for a ram. Is he going to get a ram off is the question. Turns his guns. He has his guns prepped for the Ragnar. He's going to smack the Ragnar here if the Yamato doesn't kill him before. We're going to watch this. Here it comes. This is going to be tight. How soon? He gets a set of shots off. It's not the great shots, but the Yamato's there. Yamato gets him. It's a 2-0 ship lead and a 250-point lead for the side of QQ7. Barely dodges the Torps as well. Those Torps almost come out, but Doommaster dodges them. And the health lead is 80,000. That being said, B is being taken. C has been ticking, and B is now being taken by the side of SCCC2. There's the radar from Polarberg. He's at 34k. Or is that a Hydro? Anyway, Daring is taking B, so they're going to lose A, but they're going to trade it for B, so they're going to balance it out. Ragnar and Minnow go. Daring has to dodge out. He wants to take that cap, but he can't afford to take it right now. So that points that he's going to go back to growing. And he needs to just run and get away from the Minnow, and fast. Shots out from the Montana onto Polarberg's Minnow, and Polarberg's just continuing to try to whittle down Leopard. Leopard's down to 14k. Salem, meantime, is healed up to 40,000, so he does have an advantage here over the Goliath. The Wolfman might be about to change that. Shots are in, only 4k, so Salem's going to continue to HE spam onto a Wolfman 85 and see what we can do there. Daring is trying to smoke up the Ragnar. He's going forward. Looks like he's got the Ragnar successfully smoked up, which should preserve his health pool. 74,000 and dropping on the Montana of Wolfman. And now we're starting to see the hunt over at A, which we're not looking at yet. But that points lead is up to 300k. Or sorry, 300 points. And the health lead is almost 100. Ragnar of Hoodlum is now hunting the Montana. AP shots out at the Stalingrad. And those are going to hit for about 6k from the Montana. Edessa and the Ohio are working shots in on the Stalingrad as well. He's at 43,000. But it's not enough. Salem with Pyrobellum now. Pyrobellum's being focused. He's at 9k. The Ragnar's just working him down. There's nothing the Salem can do about it except for try to back and heal. But the problem is if he backs, he walks into a Montana. There's the heal, though. 300-point lead, as we stated, plus the fact that they are at 820 points, puts this game firmly in QQ7's hands. Stalingrad does take a fire. He's at 40k. He's got shots coming out. Fire is still burning. We'll see. Now the Leopard is working on the Ragnar. Problem is Montana's at 13k, and Guys actually is joining Ragnar and firing at the Daring, and Daring's down to 11k. HE shells out. Ooh, that's a hit on the Daring. Daring down to 5k from the Moskva shots, and Daring's going to try to extract himself safely so he doesn't die. Hoodlum Walrus now down to 11k and change. And working the ships down slowly. Oh, Sacred, 4,900, 600. Sacred's down. There's the fourth kill. QQ7 is at 976 points. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, QQ7 will win the game. QQ7 will move on to the next round of playoffs, and SCCC2 has been eliminated. GG to both teams. Congratulations to QQ7 for moving on, and SCCC2, congratulations on your KOTS performances and length you made it through the tourney.